So you have that for reference. Let's crank it out. So subtract component. Remember how this works? Can I skip a few of these easy ones and get to the harder ones? Right? This is just like terms, right? You're just going to take that minus sign, go boom, 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 right? And then just gather like terms. I guess go 12c plus 9n minus 7p. And then it's going to change all the signs in the back, huh? When that minus distributes. Minus 6c minus 5p plus 2n. See how all three of these signs change because the negative distributed? Is that good? And then we get what? We get 12c minus 6c is 6c. 9 plus 9n and 2n is 11n. Minus 7p minus 5p is minus 12p. Is that good? Remember that? Just gathering, just letting the minus sign distribute. Gather like terms. How about, let's jump down to number 3. Let's skip 2. How about 3? Can you do 3 real quick? Want you to multiply, right? Remember, you're going to take that r. Maybe I should make it bigger. R plus t times r squared minus rt plus t squared. So they want you to take that r and go to all 3. So this r to all 3, and then when he's done, the t goes to all 3. Remember, when you multiply, you add powers. Remember those rules? Need a Scantron, 882E, same one as last time for the test. You get a 3x5 card, of course, write anything you want, front and back of the 3x5 card, and calculate it. No cell phones. So we get r squared, right? Because cubed, huh? Cubed. Powers add. Minus r squared t, because that r1 add, plus rt squared. He's done. He went to all 3. And now the t will go to all 3. Plus r squared t minus rt squared plus t cubed. Are we good to there? Everybody okay? And now we gather like, now multiplying is over at this point. Parentheses are gone. We shift gears into adding, subtracting. When we add subtract, we only add or subtract like terms. So r cubed, he's kind of in a category by himself. Minus r squared t. Is there anything else like him? Plus. So they cancel, don't they? And plus rt squared and minus rt squared. Gone. Plus t cubed. Good to there? All right, on we go. Let's skip number 4. The 2, you just write 2 parentheses and multiply it out, right? I'm going to move on. All right, factor number 5. It's got multiple choice answers. That's like the real exam will be. Except there's always that E option, huh? Sitting there, mocking you. 3 or 4 of them will be E's. Where it's at. Where it's at. Okay, good. Yeah, so Claudia's telling me number 10 is really important. Any others, let me know. Because I forget which ones are the hard ones. So it's helpful. We'll definitely get to number 10 then. We've got 35. I'm trying to watch my time accurately today. 35 minutes left, right? We can't go long last time. All right, so how do you factor when you got 4 terms? What do you do? First 2, last 2. Remember that? Now, we did learn there's a special time when you put the first 3 together. When is that? X squared, X, no X. Excellent. Yeah, so if this was an R squared, and this was a regular R, and this had no R at all, they don't. I had to fix all 3 of them, huh? But if it was R squared R, no R, then I would do those 3 together. Those first 3. I'd do a 3-1 instead of a 2-2. Remember that? So if the first 3 go well together, well meaning if the first 3 are X squared, X, no X, or R squared, R, no R, then you put those 3 together and do a 3-1, not a 2-2. But we don't have that here. We're doing a 2-2. Okay, So what do I do with those first two? Do GCF. What's the GCF for those first two? R squared leaves R minus 2. What about these back two? 5 R minus 2. Are we good so far? Now, can we just stop there? No, we got a loose horse. That tells us how to look at it. Also, these two, what do they both have in common? Yeah, so you remove the common element, right? Parentheses R minus 2. Start a new set of parentheses. Bring down what's left over. R squared plus 5. There we go. Where is that? Probably B. Does it look like B? Kind of going off the screen there? Yeah, it's probably B. Yeah, it's all it could be. It's not A, C, or D. And there's no none of the above. So it's got to be B. All right, want to try 16? Same thing on 16. Use your calculator. There's a little bigger numbers there. On 16, are we going to do a 2-2 or a 3-1? Do the first three fit the pattern? A squared? No, he's already done. It's supposed to be A squared A, no way. No way. So do 2-2. Do a 2-2 again. Another 2-2 split. So what do the first two have in common? 2a squared. Mm-hmm. 2 goes into 16 and 14, right? And they have a squared in common. Right? Remember we do first two. What's the GCF for the first two? 2a squared. What does that leave? 8a minus 7. And what about the back two? They got a 6 in common. Leaves 8a minus 7. We good to there so far? All right, now what do they both have? 8a minus 7. Put it in the front. What does it leave? 2a squared plus 6. We good? Now this one has an extra trick. Hold on, but are we good to there? Are we good to there? We technically skipped one of my steps, but you could fix it now. Look at this guy. Is this guy reducible further? Yep. What do they have? What's the GCF of those two? 2. So you could take out, just leave that guy the same. Take a 2 out, a squared plus 3, huh? Do you see that? See how that 2 could go right back? Right? So, in other words, this is, and then you can just put that, it doesn't matter whether you just put that 2 in the front. It doesn't matter what order stuff is in. So the answer is A. Now, really, I should have taken the 2 out on step 1. See how they all had 2 in common? I could have taken it out in the first step. It doesn't matter. You can get it later. Either way. They all have 2 in common. I could have done that from the beginning. Everybody seeing that one? We okay with that? Questions I can answer? All right. Let's try number 7. What's you got to reorder these, right? And remember when you move things around, you take their baby with them. Whatever sign's in front of them has to go with them wherever they may go. So it's going to be minus v squared minus 2v plus 63 is the first step, right? Because you got to go highest power to lowest. So you got to take their baby with them when you move them. Now, we can't, what do we do when we have a negative in the front? We factor it to GCF. Take out negative 1. Remember that? And that changes all the signs on the inside. Be v squared plus 2v minus 63. See, if I was to multiply that minus 1 through, see how it would go back? Is that making sense? And now, can we finish from here? So everybody seeing those first two steps? So you always have to reorder from highest power to lowest, and you take their sign with them when you move them, the sign that's in front of them. And then you can't have a negative in front. Whenever we have a negative in the front, we take it out as a GCF. Right there, GCF, negative 1. We change all the signs on the inside. And now, leave that minus 1 in the front there. Let's factor from here. V's in the front. What two numbers multiply to be 63, add to be 2? What times what's 63? 9 and 7, 7, 9. How do the signs go? Sign in the middle, always on the bigger. Remember that? The sign in the middle always goes to the bigger. Plus 9, minus 7. You can have the plus 9 coming first, then the minus 7. The order doesn't matter, the signs do. Right? The plus needs to be on the 9, wherever he is. The minus on the 7, wherever he is. That'll give us the middle term, plus 2v. Are we good there? Does that make sense? All right. So I'm going to move on to harder ones. If you're good, I'm going to move on to harder ones. That minus 1 in the front is part of the answer. You do need to put that in there. That is part of the final answer.
When I took the test, my answer was with a negative v, and it took it.
Yeah, there's other forms that are also right.
But for the exam,
it'll look like this.
Will be with a negative
Yeah, right, for the multiple choice matchup.
Right.
But you're right, there's other correct ways to do it. This is the way to look on the test.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right, we got 25 minutes. All right, let's do number 9 first. Kelly, Clyde's manifestation. Number 9 first. In that, first step, take out a 3. And that leaves 6r squared minus 13r plus 6. Everybody good to there? Remember, first step is GCF. Take out what's in common. Always got to do that first. Now, actually, this is a hard one. I better jump in and help you with this. Now, what do we do next to factor this one? This is one of the harder ones. Why am I saying it's hard? What am I seeing that's alerting me that this is a harder one? Number in the front. There's still a number in the front. Remember what we have to do with that now when we go do the diamond thing? Remember, we're going to go multiply, add. Remember the diamond thing? Got to take the front number times the back. Did I show you that method?
Yes.
I always change method. I forget which methods I showed. Right, yeah, front times back. 6 times 6. Positive 36, right? And what goes in the middle? Well, the middle goes in the bottom. The minus 13, right? This is what they add to be. So you multiply front times back. Remember that? You don't just put 6 up there. You put 36. They multiply front times back. Remember, when there's a number in the front, it's got to multiply the number in the back. And now you're looking for two numbers that times to be 36 and add to be 13. So just take your calculator. Remember how this works? Just take your calculator. Just take 36 and just start dividing by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 2 would be 18. Ask yourself, 2 and 18, can they make 13? No. Divided by 3. 3 and 12, can they make 13? No. Divided by 4. 4 and 9, yeah. 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Remember all this? These are the harder kind. This is the hardest kind of factoring we did, right? Just coming back. Question, yeah.
So do we resort to the diamond method when we're after, let's say we did the factoring, the first step in factoring?
Yeah, do the GCF first.
Okay, so we got that,
And then
we still have a number in the front, but then we go
to the diamond. Yeah, I could have, I'm just being lazy. I could have done the diamond even back here. Basically, you can do the diamond if it helps you. It's like training wheels. If you can already ride the bike, you don't need it. If it's helpful, great, do it. For 3 termers. So the diamond thing is helpful anytime you have 3 terms. That I should probably say. So after I took out the GCF here, I could have said, all right, I'm going to put them in the diamond. What multiplies to be 6, 3? What adds to be what times what? 7 and 9. Same thing, huh? Sign in the bottom goes in the bigger. Plus, but I thought we could just look at it without even doing the diamond. But if the diamond helps you, great. The diamond is useful whenever you have 3 terms. 3 terms. That's what it's for. It's for 3 termers.
with that, so it's still the same thing if you did v squared plus the 60, times the 63 front.
That's right. Because there's really just what? A 1 there, huh? That's right. So you can always take the front number times the back. That's right. That'll always get you the top number. Put the middle number down there in the bottom. Find your 2 numbers with the diamond. Exactly. So back to here. So we found my 2 numbers with the diamond. Now, sign in the bottom goes on the bigger for sure. Always. The bottom bigger, right? BB, bottom bigger. Always. Now, what about that 4? He can go either way. Am I losing you? Do you remember this? The sign on the bottom goes on the bigger, guaranteed. The smaller, the 4, right? 9's bigger than 4, right? The 9 will take the bottom sign for sure. The 4, he can go plus or minus. What does he need to make minus 13? Minus, right? If you lose $4, you lose $9, you lost $13, right? And 2 negatives multiply to be positive. Sorry. All right, we good? So now, what do we do from here? So now from here, remember these are the harder ones. I have to do I gave you the box thing, didn't I? Yeah. So the box thing I think might help. You don't have to. Again, it's kind of like training wheels. If it helps you, great. So what do I put in the box? Basically, this goes in the first box. This goes in the last box. What goes in the middle 2 boxes? It's going to be this. We're really putting these 3 things, but how do you do the minus 13R? These guys. Minus 4R minus 9. They are minus 13R, you see. They make minus 13R. They are the middle term broken into 2 pieces. That's why we did the diamond to find how to break the middle term into 2 pieces. You could swap them. You could put the minus 9R there, the minus 4 there. It doesn't matter. It's just you got to break up the 13 according to the diamond. Right? Minus 4, minus 9. Is that good? Everybody see that? See what we're doing on this? Now, you remember what you do to finish up this problem? Do a bunch of GCFing, right? You come up here and you say, what goes into 6R squared minus 4R? What goes into both those? 2 and R, huh? What goes into minus, there's a minus, it's going to be minus 9R and 6. 3. Now we do it downwards. What goes into 6R squared and 9R? 3R. You go downward. What goes in? It's going to be minus. Minus 4R and 6. Minus 2. There's the factorization. Don't forget that 3 in the front. It's going to be 3R minus 2, 2R minus 3, or the other order around. How are we doing? Do you remember that whole thing? Let's run over it one more time. So what do we do? First is always GCF, right? 3 went into all of them. I took out the 3. That changed the inside. Let me kind of go back where it was. So we took out the 3. That left 6r squared minus 13r plus 6. Right, when I took out the 3. And then we said front times back. 6r squared times 6 made 30, so I probably should have written 36r squared there. And the bottom is minus 13r. So these are minus 4r and minus 9r. And you put it all in the big box, you GCF all the parts. Is it all good? They all multiply, don't they? Right? You can double check. They should multiply. Right? 2r times 3r makes 6r squared. Minus 3 times 3r makes minus 9r. 2r times minus 2 makes minus 4r. Minus 3 times minus 2 makes plus 6. See how they all work? So we did it. All right. Claudia's favorite, number 10. Yeah, looks like a hard one. So what do we do first on number 10?
Reorganize it.
I'll reorganize it. Go. Okay, so first GCF. Take out what's in common. So what goes into the first reorder actually, I'm getting confused. First reorder. So minus 63a squared in the front. Okay, and there's no GCF on. There's nothing that goes into those three. But you do have to do the negative 1. Right? GCF. Remember when there's a negative in front, we never leave it. We do negative 1 and change all the signs. We good to there? Now it's time for the awful box. So we do our box thing, the diamond first and then the box. So front times back. So what is that? That's going to be 1260 negative a squared. Negative 1260a squared. The bottom, add to be the bottom. So you multiply the front and the back. The bottom is minus 17a. Okay, we good there? So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to be negative 1260a squared. So how do you do this? Forget about this sign. Don't worry about the negative positive. Just take 1260. Take your calculator. And start dividing. Divide by 2. Divide by 3. Divide by 4. Divide by 5. So 2, you'd get 630. And you're asking yourself, can they make the 17? Can they add or subtract to make 17? Not even close. Let's keep going. What's this? 420. Not even close. What's this? 315. At this point, I'm thinking I need to jump higher. These aren't even in the neighborhood. I'm going to divide by 10. I'm going to jump to 10. See how my thinking is moving me? I'm like, these aren't even close to making 17. Jump to 10. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6, and 10. That's still way far away from making 17, huh? Try 20. Divide by 20. 63. It's getting closer. Their difference is 43. Divide by 30. Be 42. Oh, looks like I went past it. Do you see how I'm thinking? It's definitely a harder one. Do you see, what do I mean I went past it? Well, what's the difference between 42 and 30? 12. That's smaller than 17. What's the difference between 20 and 63? 43. The difference here is 43. The difference here is 12. I'm looking for a difference of 17. Looks like it's somewhere maybe around the 30, like 25, 26, 28, maybe. What's 28? Does it divide by 28? 28 and 45? Oh, that's it. Beautiful. Look at that. No, oh no, maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That is it. That's it. Do you see how it's like playing warmer, colder. So I kind of honed in on it. 28 and 45. Do you see that? Of course, I've been doing this for 30 years, so that helps too. But But right, you see, just kind of playing with the numbers, how I honed in on it, right? As I was dividing by numbers, I kept thinking I need them to be different by 17. And these were just miles away, 10 and 126, they're more than 100 different. So I started jumping to bigger numbers. Said, oh, these are different by 43. That's closer. When I did 20, and then I went to 30, and then that was different by 12. And oh, I should back up somewhere between 20 and 30, but close to 30. So that's why I thought of 28. And there it was. So 28 and 45. All right, can you take it from there? But I'm going to go ahead and mess you up anyway. No, this is a dumb thing to say. I hesitate to show you a different method because it might mess you up. That's what I meant to say. But if you're like working with those giant numbers, that's why. See, I'm starting to hate this method a little bit because this is hard. I mean, the method that I gave you works great for certain kinds, but for this one, it's awful. I mean, that's awful numbers. That's hard. So one of the other methods, and again, I hesitate to confuse you on the eve of the test here with another method, but basically, you could just look at the box and guess. That's basically one of the other methods. Is just say, look, I need 63a squared here, right? Just jump to the box right now. Skip the diamond. If you're just like getting totally stuck on the diamond, then just say, forget about the diamond. I'm just going to jump to the box and put the minus 20 there. You could totally do this. And then just go to that box and say, all right, what could I put up here and up here that will multiply to be 63? What times what 63? Use your calculator. 7 and 9 is a great combination, right? That's probably one of the first ones. Doesn't matter which one you put where. 7a, 9a, or vice versa, whatever. Doesn't matter. So I'm just going to jump to the table to show you what I mean. You can just, if the diamond is killing you and you just can't get, because those are awful numbers. I mean, you could get stuck for 10 minutes filling around with those. One like this, probably just jump to the box and just say, I'm just going to guess until I got it. That's the other method, basically. It's just guess until you've got it. So 7 and 9, okay. And now what goes in the back? Yeah, what times what to make negative 20? Well, probably a 5 and a 4, huh? One of them's got to be negative. I don't know which one. Just try them out in different orders. Like maybe it's a negative 5 here and a plus 4 there. Or maybe it's a plus 4 there and a negative 5 there. Or vice versa. Maybe the 4 is negative and the 5. Whatever. There's about 4 different combinations. Try them. See what works. Now, what do I mean what works? I mean multiply them together. Like 7 times 9 is 63a squared there. 7a times minus 5. What's that going to be? Minus 35a. Yeah, it's wrong. But let's keep going. Pretend we don't know. Yeah. 4 times 9a? 36a. Now, how do I know this is wrong? Because these guys don't make the middle. Remember this box, these 4 things are supposed to make those 3, aren't they? In the end, right? And we've got the 63a squared, we got the minus 20, those are good. But these middle 2 are supposed to make the middle. 36 minus 35 is 1. It's not negative 17. So it's wrong. So what should I do? Yeah, switch these guys. It's probably the other order. Put the plus 4 there and the minus 5 there. Try it again. The only 2 that are going to change are these middle 2. Right? Everything else is still good. Try these middle 2. What is this? Plus 28a. This is minus 45a. See what I did there? I just did minus 5 times 9 and 7 times 4, right? And now they work. Now they make the minus 17a. So just fiddle with the box. If the diamond is killing you, just skip it. It's supposed to help you. If the training wheels are killing you, just move on. I remember when I've had 5 children, and I taught them all to ride bikes. And by the time I got to the 5th one, I was old and tired. And she was doing training wheels for a while. And then she was like, Dad, I can ride. I don't know. She's like, Dad, just take them off. Let me ride. I don't know. And so I finally did. She was fine. The training, she's right. She just rode down the street. Those training wheels were holding her back. So if the diamond is holding you back, just go right to the box and just guess around until you get it. So there it is. So what's our answer? The answer is, don't forget that -1 in the front. Wouldn't it be a bummer after all this good work? It'll mark you wrong if you forget that -1. That's why I just emailed you the printout. You'll see the -1. You go, oh yeah, that's right. Look at that thing. I need the -1 in the front. 7a, you'll have different numbers, but you'll see the form. You know, you'll have a -1 in the front. 9a plus 4. So there it is. Is that good? So if the diamond is killing you, forget it. Go right under the box. It's just meant to help. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. Questions on that one? So in the end, we need the box thing for the... All right, so try 16. A big jump here from 10 to 16. Try 16. First step, GCF. What's in common? That 2, right? So take out that 2. Like that, good. And now keep going. What do you do with an 8th power and an 8th power? 2 parentheses, right? 4th power, 4th power, 4th power, 4th power, powers add, right? Remember that? 1 plus 1 minus. And then do it again. And again. So what do you do with that? So c to the 4th minus f to the 4th, c to the 4th plus f to the 4th, right? 1 plus 1 minus, because negative times positive will make negative f to the 8th, right? Now we can go again. Here, let me make this one plus. Let me put the minus at the back. Because the plus 1 doesn't go. Does everybody remember that? It'll be part of the answer, but it doesn't break down, right? The 2 stays as it is. The c to the 4th plus f to the 4th stays as it is. But the minus breaks into 2. C squared plus f squared, c squared minus f squared, right? And then bring down the 2, bring down the c to the 4th plus f to the 4th, and the c squared plus f squared. All the positive ones stay as they are, and then this negative one breaks into 2 again. C plus f, whoops, c minus f. There. There it is, completely done. How do we know we're completely done at that point? Because these guys are all plus, they never break down, and this is minus, but he's only just the first power, so he's not breaking down. Remember all that? Well, we ran out of time to do there's word problems in here, but 10 was the hardest one, right, Claudia? All right, so there's some word problems. There's some triples. Remember those? Remember the soap? Soap the signs, triple, little parenthesis, big. 1 left, 1 right, 2 left, 2 right, 1 of each in the middle, that whole pattern. Is that it? Is that 21? So they're in there. So